Here we go, recording.
Hi, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? All right. So Jim and I are going to do like a quick little training of the tips that we found were really helpful for us to reach our diamond goal. So before we get started, I just wanted to give like a little bit of tough love. So you're on this call because you want to move forward with your business and you really want to work it. So if you start a new job, you would never start a new job and then tell your boss that you didn't have time to do the training, or that your business isn't taking off and you don't understand why, and continuing to follow up with your boss, you would be expected to do the training. So this call today is assuming you've already done Coach Basics. And if you haven't done Coach Basics, you want to go back and get yourself into Coach Basics. And there's a new one starting next week in Fit Mama. So we're not going to get into any of the stuff that you're expected to do for that, or that's like how to do branding or, the vital behaviors. Like that stuff should be a given from the get-go. And then I'm going to flip it over to Jim to get everything going.
Hello, everybody. So basically, what I'm going to start with is make sure you know your why. You got to make sure, that's the driving factor for all of us. It should definitely make you cry, or at least make it really strong, a strong motivation factor for you. I think everyone knows mine. Mine was, having my son last year, and, the difficulties that we had, and, basically looked at myself a couple months after he was born and going, wow, like what happened to me? And like, I want to be around for him. I want to be able to do this stuff for a long time and hang out with him. And, those are really important things to me. And it's been my motivating factor ever since. So it should be something like that that's very meaningful to you, that is going to drive you to, want to get to that next step and that next level. And, that will really help. That'll really help get you to that point that you want to be, where we all want to be: diamond, star diamond, 15 star diamond. You pick it. So let's go ahead, Don.
Yep. And then to that point, when you know your why, you're just going to go all in. You'll be unapologetic about it. And that's really what it takes. Can everyone who just joined mute their phone? Sorry, I'm getting a lot of pop-ups. Thanks, everybody. You should be able to mute it on the bottom left. So you're going to want to go all in. There's several reasons. If you're not sure about this business, if you're not sure about posting 3 times a day, about doing your 555s, about doing follow-ups, your people that you're talking to, they're going to pick up on that. And if you're not sure, why are they going to be sure about signing up and investing with you? So you need to show up every day. And that is so important. I think of it, and I've told Mary this, I've talked to my other team about this. I feel like I'm working for my future self. I'm sorry, whoever's on 860-944-1796, can you please mute your phone? Thanks. I feel like I'm working for my future self, and I'm the CEO of my future self. Is she going to fire me? Is she happy with the job that I'm doing now? Am I doing everything that I need to do to get to the next level, to get to that point? When you go all in like that, then you're not going to care that some of your Facebook friends might be annoyed that you're posting 3 times a day. You're not going to care about what the haters say. And you're going to find your brand, and you're going to stand unapologetically in your brand. And I think that's been like the biggest change for me over the last like month and a half is I just am really unapologetic about it. And I tell people it's okay if you unfollow me. I totally understand, but changing someone's life makes it completely and totally worth it. And don't get frustrated with the follow-up process. I actually think this all ties in. I saw something Sarah Turcotte posted a little while ago, and it said like 97% of sales happen in like the 12th or more follow-up. And I think people are kind of like testing us. Like, you say you're in it to help us. Like, are you really going to help us? Are you really going to show up? And I really think that's kind of what it is. When I do my follow-ups, I don't always ask people like, hey, did you get a chance to look at the challenge pack? Are you going to buy the challenge pack? Like, I'll comment on their stuff. I'll ask them questions. I'll message them about something they posted. So I'm not always, just in their face about it. And then when you're unapologetic and you go all in, like, you're going to know your brand. So that's really important, is like attracts like. We all have the exact same product. So people can buy it from Beachbody. They can buy it from Amazon. They can buy it from Eleni, they can buy it from Jim. There's so many people they can buy it from. So why are they buying it from you? It's your brand. People want to know who you are. They want to know who they're working with. And there's enough people for everybody. And if you're struggling with branding, or you don't think you have value or something to offer somebody, there was a Rockstar call a couple of weeks ago with Caleb Thomas, and I definitely recommend everybody watch that and check it out. And just his story and how he didn't think he had value, and then he found himself, and now like everybody knows who Caleb is. So definitely check that out.
So going off with that branding, most people know me as kind of being the hockey guy so far. And I showed up to last Super Saturday, and you're like, oh, I saw those black and yellow shoes. You must be Jim because you're a Bruins fan. Yep, guilty. But by that, it kind of gave me an idea to kind of run with that. So I kind of created, almost a Bruins challenge thing, where I saw a lot of people doing Patriots things, so I figured, what way could I get people to try Shakeology and make it fun and start a group at the same time? Hockey's a really big passion in my life, and it's something that I've been doing my whole entire life. I even coached in it. So I think helping those things lead over to here really helped out. But by using that as part of my brand, it's allowed me to build a new set of people, or even relate to people that I know that some of them haven't bought anything from me yet, but a couple of them have won a challenge pack here, or a shake pack here or there, and they've commented on how much they like it, and it's too much money, but it's opening that door. I can open that door to them, and so now that they know what it's like, and then I can say, well, you know what, there's different ways that we can make this a little bit cheaper for you. Maybe somebody that 3 people, boom, yours is paid for. You don't have to worry about the cost anymore. Little things like that will go a long way. You have to find something that's personal to you, that's going to motivate you. I was actually talking to Mike McGowan yesterday, and I'm a massage therapist, and one of the things he said, is that a lot of people, when they're doing the workouts, they don't actually, they don't do a lot of the stretches. They finish the program and they're just like, oh, I can save 3 minutes here. I'm going to finish and not stretch. Maybe you start a challenge group there, where it's focused on getting people to stretch a little bit more and be more active that way, and little things like that. So find something that's in your daily life that's going to kind of help drive your business and take it to that next level. John?
Yeah, and taking things to the next level, personal development, I will say this all day, every day, is absolutely key to everything. I tell this to my coaches all the time. And I heard Keith Callahan say it, that he thought it should be the number one key to success, vital behavior, whatever you call it. Mary, my girl, Mary Godin, she just joined the group. She actually has been doing a lot of personal development work, and she was reading Take the Stairs, and she listened to it in the car on the way to a job interview. She actually credits it with being the reason she got the job in the first place. So it's not just personal development for Beachbody. It's going to carry over into every aspect of your life. And I think we're in the transformation business. So if you're not striving to be the best you possible, it's me versus me all day, every day. When you're doing personal development, you're growing physically, emotionally, financially. People are looking to us to be that change, to be that mentor for them. So if you have an area you're struggling with, grab a personal development book. So right now, what's speaking to me is a book on being really open and vulnerable called Daring Greatly. I'm also trying to juggle that in with Take the Stairs. But someone else is going to have a completely different issue. They're going to need help and stay confidence with, like, you're a badass or something. There's a personal development book out for everybody. Everybody has time for it. You're always in the car. So even if you don't like reading, grab an audiobook, listen to it in the car. There's Keith Callahan, who's our upline Beachbody millionaire. He has his own podcast series. Shailene Johnson. There are so many of them. So just grab it and get it done.
I agree. And kind of going on that a little bit, you know, Caleb actually talked about that the other day and how everything's going to be different for everybody. So definitely make sure you go out and find something that works for you. The next thing is kind of,
yeah, and join our personal development book club.
Absolutely.
Shameless plug. Okay.
Next thing is, you know, being a part of the being a product of the product. It doesn't matter when you started, if it's, you know, started a week ago, started a year ago, or a couple of years ago. Once you find that consistency, I know the big thing now is everyone's pumped this year because it's not, you know, it's not a 365-day Shakeology, it's 366. So, you know, that'll only happen every 4 years. So, you know, everyone's striving to get there. You know, I know there's quite a few people on here, 3 for 3. So let's keep
You
that
know,
up.
it was kind of funny. I thought, like, Carl was a little stupid. Like, why was he doing this 365 days of Shakeology? Like, duh, he's the CEO. And then this year I see, like, a ton of Beachbody coaches like, oh, one of 365. And now it's, like, such a marketing thing. It's, like, genius.
It kind of made me jealous of it too. So, you know, I mean, I know that I'm striving for that too. So,
Can I chime in really quick on the?
No. I'm just kidding.
So what I think is really important is that, you know, I've had some people be like, look, I can't coach, I'm not skinny. Like, being a product of the product.
Right here, just want to let you know, hit diamond, still probably technically plus size by the fashion industry. Don't let it hold you back.
Who cares what the fashion industry says? But here's what's amazing is that being a product of the product doesn't necessarily mean that obviously we start and then the next day we're supermodels. It's not happening. But what is really cool is that, you know, perfection is not as inspiring. I mean, is it inspiring? Do I want to look like Giselle Bundchen? Yeah. However, if I saw or I had like tuned into Giselle and watched the transformation, like that is what inspires people. So no matter where you are starting, being a product of the product simply means that you are drinking your Shaco every day, you are pressing play every day, that you're doing everything for you and your family each day. That's being a product of the product. And then everything else is going to fall in to there. And being a product of the product does not have to mean that you sign up as a coach and voila, you know, or you sign up as a coach as soon as you hit your fitness goal. Like, and that's what you need to convey to your people who think that, you know, they have to get to a certain point before they sign on. No, like, let them know that their journey and people following their journey is going to bring people to them way quicker than some skinny mini from Go. So anyhow, yeah. I'm muted.
And that's how she got me, and somehow she talked me into that. I was like, what do you mean you want me to be a coach? I'm fat. Like, are you ridiculous? Like, yeah, and it worked. So
yep.
Hey, Mary, I see you.
Yeah, no, it's basically exactly what Eleni said is, you know, make sure that we're all just, you know, 90% of the time you try to get your workouts in and just be faithful to what you do, and people will see it, and it'll go a long way. I just was in California a couple months in December, and I tried working on my cousin when I was out there last February, and he wanted no part of it. I mean, just shut the door in my face every single time. And before I left, he's like, he pulled me aside, and he's like, you know, all secretively, and hey, I think I want to join in on this, and you know, what can I do to get started, because I see the changes in you, and I want that to happen. So it, you know, it might take time to do it, but it'll, you know, that personal, you know, taking that personal time to develop yourself and everything is going to pay off and go a long way. So
yeah, it's like laying a solid foundation. Absolutely. Yep. And then inviting, you know, we're always running free groups, and I know Eleni did a call, and I don't want to like spend too much time because she did a whole call on inviting and challenge groups and free groups, but it's really so important. And I can't remember who it was because I did way too many trainings, but she said in the call, you know, you wouldn't go out on a date with somebody and ask them to marry you on the first date. So don't immediately talk to somebody and ask them to buy a challenge pack from you. That's kind of unrealistic. So the free groups are where it's at. Invite. And you're just reaching out to them. If they say no, it just means they're not ready. They're not in that place right now. But I mean, that's, you know, you have to do invites. And I think our group that we're running right now, Gold Diggers, is the perfect example. If you invite 10, you're going to get 1. So just keep inviting. Last key to success. Those 3 are benchmarks: personal development, be a product of the product, and invite. And please do Coach Basics to see how to do that. Shameless plug for Coach Basics.
Next, make sure we're hitting Success Club. I know it's been stressed by pretty much every call that's on. You always want to hit Success Club 5. It's the benchmark. It's where we need to be. We need to make sure that we're there, all the time. All the top coaches, they get there. That's what's going to help kind of set them apart, set them and you apart from everyone else, because there's a lot of us out there. So and if we don't kind of meet up with that one, connect with that one person, because somebody else is willing to do more than you're willing to do, well, somebody else is gonna really get that. So kind of be loyal to that and strive for at least Success Club 5. You always get the cool things. Like I know Don and I at the end we were battling to the end because I wanted the Sigi bobblehead doll. So
oh, that's what you were going for, the Sigi.
Oh yeah, I already had the other two, so I needed the third one. So
I know, now I want the other ones. I'm like, no.
But that's with Success Club 5, you get the free customers, and that's important. Because you never know. You always hear on Candace's calls or anything else that how they found free customers in there that happen to be superstars and diamonds and 4 or 5 star diamonds that if they never hit Success Club or missed it for a month, then they would have missed out on that opportunity. So
let's take a second to get really excited over the fact that this company is so cool that they give us free customers. Like, free customers, really? Like, you don't have to go out and knock on doors. Like, they're literally handing you customers. I just had one who added me on Facebook today. Awesome.
Yep. And then Success Club 10, I think you get the paying customers as well. So, that's what you really want to, that's the next benchmark for all of us. We want to make sure we get to 5, but 10, you're getting paying customers too. So, that's the next step. It's going to definitely drive you and drive your business way up, so that you'll be able to, get cool things and, be able to, go to like the all-star parties and stuff in like Nashville for the summits and things like that. So those are always little things to, really, kind of go on and strive for.
Yeah. In Success Club 10, you get customers already on Shakeology. That means you're immediately making $33 in commission for each customer, and you usually get about 3 to 5 of them a month. So that's like an extra $100 right there in your pocket. And then they're set up on Home Direct, so they're probably going to repeat month after month. That's where you're really going to make a lot of money.
Yep.
And don't forget the trip, Jim.
The trip? What
yeah.
trip
Well,
about?
Your Success Club points get used towards Success Club dollars.
Oh, absolutely.
For the trip. And we're doing a surge party for the trip for 2017 tomorrow in Fit Mama.
Yep, I saw that. And we have, one way to kind of get things motivated and get things moving is, maybe to buy buy an extra box of Shakeology or something through your extra customers or your weak legs or your spouse or your children or anything like that, where you can actually, you can divide that box up, and then, maybe you can do a 7-day challenge pack, and that might lead to that next person where, you're going to make them into maybe your next big thing. So
that's how Lenny got me. I signed up for a free group last year, and I was like really desperate. I was like, I have nothing to lose. And then watched everybody posting in the group and like, what is this shake stuff that they're talking about? Like, I had no idea. And then, I saw Jim and Jen Hopgood posting in there. Finally, I was like, Lenny, what's this Shakeology stuff? And then, she posted, she told me about it. Then she posted, hey, I have a 7-day trial and I'm commitment phobic. So I was like all over that. I was like, yeah, 7 days, much better than a big 30-day purchase. And then here I am, like 8 months later, sucker, it works.
Okay.
Yep. So speaking of which, team. So team. I'm like so passionate about this, in case anyone has missed this about me. When I started Beachbody, this was probably like the biggest variable. I think that's so different than anything I had done before. Like, you're automatically becoming a part of a group. That's how we kind of all sign up, like for challenge groups. We're all looking out for each other. Coaches are helping out other people, and participants are helping out other people. Like, nothing makes me happier than when I see my participants friending each other on Facebook, supporting each other in other areas of their life. And then Beachbody just carries that forward even into the coaching team. So when you look at our setup, I mean, it's ridiculous. We're making team cycle bonus on everyone in our downline, whether we sponsor them or not. That's amazing. So that creates an environment where we want everybody on our team to succeed. It makes us all stronger as a whole. So you're not in it alone anymore. So that's, I think, a huge thing is, you know, people get very overwhelmed by, you know, health and fitness, and just letting them know, like, you are not alone. You are part of this awesome thing. And like, we are like so blessed, because I have talked to other coaches outside of our group. They do not have the support system that we have. So not only do we have like team transformation, which is awesome, but Candace has been an elite coach 2 years in a row, which, you know, she's rare, 5% of the company that hits that level. And we get amazing support, training, everything else through her. And then above her too, we have Rockstar Empire. So it's like, they're doing all that. But then above them, which is crazy, there's 4 levels of Beachbody millionaires, and they do trainings as well. They do podcasts. They are very involved. Okay, Eleni knows when, like, Jason Diebold, who's our #1 millionaire, he'll, like, I friended him. Like, I'm just an Emerald coach. I friended them all. I didn't care. Like, there was no shame in my game. I reached out, friended, comment, like, follow. Like, who are these people? I followed all the elite coaches on Facebook. Like, not that you want to copy them, but there's a duplication. You want to make it your own, but it works. So the process works. So take it, make it your own. The training videos. So there's so many training videos that you could do, like Fit Mama, like, so you go to Fit Mama, there's team calls every week. There's training videos. And Candace, she's a rock star. She's always hanging with the elites. She gets great people on these calls. Like, that's key. Like, listen, you don't even have to watch them. Just listen to them in your car. Like, just get it done. There's YouTube videos from all the top coaches. So, you know, some of my favorites, like Amy Silverman, Lindsay Matway. I mean, they have their own YouTube channels. So, I mean, literally anything you want to know how to do better, like whatever your issue is, inviting, branding, how to use Facebook, there is a training video for that. And then, the other thing I did, I hit up the diamonds on our team. So, sorry, I flipped the pages in my notes in case you couldn't tell. So I literally hit up all the diamonds in our team. Like, I didn't care. I'm like, if I look at it, I'm like, who are my subject matter experts? So last Super Saturday, you know, I ran up to Sarah Turcott. She didn't even know who I was. I'm like, hi, by the way, you know, you're always doing like community service, and you do a lot of get-togethers with your team, and like, how do you foster, you know, your, like, all of her coaches were rocking their team, like they had jackets with their team name on it. And I talked to her about branding teams. So then I look at it, I love to start doing like vendor fairs and fit clubs. Well, our girl Gianna, she does, like Gianna, Melissa, they're always doing that. So if I want to know about vendor fairs or fit clubs, I'm going to ask Gianna. And when you think about like cold market growth, like Nadine and Mel are really good about that. If you want to know how to run like great challenge groups, you're going to ask Eleni about that. So you just look around in our own group, and there's plenty of people that you can turn to and ask for advice. And we're in the helping people business. So they were willing to help me. They were willing to answer my questions. They never treated me like I was annoying them. And I know we're going to be doing team calls, and, you know, we're going to be looking to do a lot of this on team calls, but don't be afraid to reach out. Like Eleni, Jim, me, Gianna, anyone on our team, like, they're totally going to help you. And then, like, in regards to that, look at your other coaches, like the same level of the same goals. Like, I know we talked about success partners, but I even take it another level. Like, yeah, you have your success partner, but like, buddy up for challenge groups so that you're not the only one posting in your challenge group. I mean, that's not really inspiring. I've tried it like so many ways, but, you know, it was very frustrating if I was the only one posting. I didn't want to feel like I was talking to myself all the time. I think the challenge groups run so much better when you have like great coaches and you have great people. It just picks up the momentum. It keeps it going. And, you know, team events, like, so we started doing team events. Like yesterday was so much fun. If you made it to the vision board party, we did the wine outings. And Super Saturday, go to Super Saturday. I mean, I can't even explain it. It just, the energy there is just off the hook. It's so inspiring. It's so motivational. It gets you going with the team. It's like, it's team. So key. And I've seen Candace say this too in Fit Mama, like the fact that we're an elite team, like use that as a selling point. Be like, hey, you're interested in the business? Like, I have this great upline team. We have all the support for you. Like, if you really will get from this business what you put into it. All right. Let me breathe. Okay.
I'll take over for a minute. All right. We'll go quick.
10-minute warning.
All right.
The strategy, those little stick boards I posted pictures of.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the important thing, we'll make sure we get going. The important thing is we get to Emerald. Every single one of us needs to get to Emerald. And it's pretty simple. I mean, it's reaching out to people. That's where some of your free customers come into play. Just get 2 people, 1 on each leg. You get your 3rd one, and boom, your bag's free. It's great because then all of a sudden, that's when your cycle bonuses start. It gets $14 a cycle bonus. Is that?
Yep. Yep.
So and that's the beginning of the beginning of the book for you. That's what you have to start with, and then you go from there. And if you can find a spouse, a child, I think I already went over this a little bit. And build up. Put them on your weak leg. Build your strong leg first, and then so that way you can kind of cycle back through and help stabilize that leg. I know we were all talking about left leg and right leg yesterday and how much volume we have on one leg, and that's another topic for another day. But we got to balance them out. So you got to make sure that you're focused on building, getting to Emerald, getting those 2 people. If the more solid that they are, the better off you are. So I just continue going there and try to invite, like Don said, invite. You never know who will be the next one. So
yeah, well, like when I first started, Lenny told me to put Caitlin on my weak leg, and I didn't understand that and like why, and I kind of forgot about it. And then by the time Caitlin turned 18, I went and signed her up. I put her on my left leg, which is my strong leg, and that was a mistake. And here's why you put them on your weak leg, because you're going to pound the crap out of your weak leg. That's where you're really going to throw all your business builders, and you're really going to try to make that such a strong leg. You only need to put you need at least 4 coaches on your strong leg to hit diamond. You want to be at least like 6 or 7 to keep it stable, so you don't have to worry about it going inactive on that side. But you're only going to try to put your discount coaches on that side. So you really want your big revenue being generated on your weak leg. When you have your partner, your spouse, a child, a parent on that weak leg, you're going to get the money for them twice. That's where it gets crazy. And you can set up like your EFT account for your commissions and your credit card for up to 3 accounts, as long as it's a parent, it's a child, or your spouse. So it's like really key. You can actually run those. You can run those yourself.
All right.
But then getting to diamond in a year. So you want to get to diamond. So this is definitely achievable in a year. Here's how. So you're hitting Success Club every month. So Success Club 5. So that's at least 2 challenge packs in a home direct Shakeology order. You should be asking everybody who buys a challenge pack from you if they want to sign up as a discount buyer. So yes, they have to pay a $17 per month coach fee. Think of it like Costco's. You pay a fee to join Costco's, and then you get everything for a discount. It's still saving them money in the long run on Shakeology, about $20, $25 a month. It's kind of a no-brainer, and it always blows my mind when people turn me down for this. I have people who continue to buy on Home Direct every month, but go figure. So right there, you're using those people, you're building your legs, and don't think about like, oh, I don't want discount coaches, I just want runners. Our girl, Eleni Rock, started as a discount coach. And now look at her. She's going all the way to Elite. I know she will hit Elite for 2016. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so this is how you're going to start building your team, and you're going to start building your legs. So as you're doing that, remember, you've already put your partner counts on the top of your legs. So now you're filling them in. So you're filling them in. 1 to 2 a month will get you to diamond within a year. So you're doing that. Then you think to yourself, what if I have all discount coaches and I don't have a runner and no one's flipping to Emerald and nobody's doing that? That's when it comes in where you can use your spouse account or your, family's account. Jim taught me this. And I got to tell you, I was like, Jim, not everybody has family members. They can sign up and boohoo life saga story, want, like tiny violin playing, right? But then I was like, hello, my friends are like my family. So I started really teaming up with my friends on this. And that's really how it works. And when you look at the pictures we posted, so slide 2 will show you, when you flip your spouse, partner, child, whoever, when you flip them to Emerald, you're now going to run everything through that extra account, and you're making money. So you got to keep your shake order, but everything else goes to the other account. So then you make team cycle bonus on it, and everything underneath them, you're getting the cycle bonus twice. So they're getting the team volume on it, you're getting the team volume on it. So instead of $14, you're now getting $28 per cycle bonus on that. That's crazy. So now, if you follow the little diagram along, that's how you get to diamond. So you just take that same principle and apply it again. But this time, you're applying it to your partner account, to pop your partner to diamond. And you do it on both sides. So you get to set like 2-star diamond. You get to 2-star diamond. It's absolutely insane. Beachbody gives you a second business center. It's like they allow you to open a whole other you. It's like a whole other person. You put that on your weak leg under your spouse. Now you flip that. You're getting cycle bonus on your second business center plus your spouse account plus your account. That's, as a diamond, almost $60 a month. Like, not a month, sorry, $60 per cycle. And you can cycle several times in a day. So that's how these upline coaches are cleaning up and making 6 figures. So number 1 goal, get to Emerald. How to get to Emerald? You want those key people on your legs as soon as possible so you can help generate as much volume and money as possible. Like, you think, oh, do I really want to like sign them up and get into it with Emerald? That's where it comes in. Go unapologetically all in. If you're in it, go in it. And putting those people there at Emerald is going to set you up for diamond, and that's going to set you up for 2-star diamond. And that's how you make crazy amount of money.
Yep. All right. Now I got about 3 minutes left. So everyone just take a quick breath and just breathe. And then just remember, no matter what, it doesn't matter how long it takes. You got to be patient. I know Eleni had probably drilled this through my head about 6 times, maybe more. But don't get discouraged. I mean, it's okay to get discouraged. You know, we have this great group of people around us to kind of pick us back up. But don't just quit on it just because there's tough times or anything like that.
Oh yeah, Eleni listened to me whine like so many times because I have the patience of a squirrel. This is why Jim's talking about patience and not me. Yeah, poor Eleni.
But I found a quote today that I really liked. It said, patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting.
Oh, burn.
Yeah. So, you know, just be patient. Like it'll come, and just have faith in everything. You know, I mean, you know, I know we talked about going back and meeting up with, you know, or reaching out to a lot of the old coaches that have been doing this for a while. But it's not to reinvent the wheel or to do anything like that. It's just see what's working for them and then twist it and put your own twist on it just so that it fits who you are.
Amen.
You know what Don was saying about Caleb and a few other people is that they always tell you, be yourself. You've got to be yourself throughout this whole thing. Because if you try to be somebody else, it's not going to work for you. Me
versus me, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we don't have time for Q&A, so we're going to do like a live Q&A in the Team Transform Nation Facebook page. So go on there. We'll start a thread, ask questions. We'll answer that way.
Right. So, I mean, so this brings it back full circle. Your ending comment, Jim, had to do with being patient and, you know, being patient with the business. It goes back to the first topic, which is your why. Your why and your personal development are going to be the only 2 things. I can't get you through it. Your spouse can't get you through it. That's going to be the only 2 things that get you through the lulls of this business. Your why will help you in the down, and your PD will help you in the down and keep you freaking modest when you are flying high to prevent you from being complacent. So you guys rocked. Yep. Thank you so much. I've got Gianna teed up for, next week is going to be I'm a Coach Now What call that I'll do. And then I've got some other coaches starting to line up as guest speakers. So thank you guys again so much. And we'll have the Q&A, the live back and forth Q&A. And then hopefully I see a bunch of you guys on the surge. If not, we'll definitely get bullet points posted. So if you can't be on the surge tomorrow,
yeah, we wrote up notes, so we'll post those tomorrow on the team page.
Awesome.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, guys. Bye.